Hey, hello. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the movie Joker 2. It's happened a lot of time since it got released, but nobody watched the movie. Nobody watched that movie, so maybe this will help the movie. But first, because when I'm gonna do another video, who knows? First, I'm gonna talk about the movie. Before I talk about the movie, I'm gonna talk about this Coke Oreo. So, because why the hell not? Okay, here we have Oreos, but I don't like it that much. Here we have like our own brand. I think it's a local brand. Yeah, but I like it those much better. But that's not a sponsor. So okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. It's it is exactly what it say it is Coke Zero because it says zero sugar and Oreo. It's like you eat an Oreo and then you drink Coke Zero is kind of the flavor. Is yeah, it's and you can feel it. You can feel the Oreo in it, but it's I would say it's very subtle. It's almost like it's just um, Coke Zero. That's it. Orion Coke Zero. That's a great start for this video. Okay, so Joker 2. Okay, I'm not gonna say like Joker was my favorite movie, like my favorite interpretation of the movie. That always, and I don't see how can anyone can beat Cesar Romero as the Joker. Is Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero is the great. He's great. He's great, and I'm yet to be. I still haven't seen a better Joker than that. That's my favorite. But Joker one says right there, Wason. That's the name we use here for Joker since I will say before the 60s. That's the name, and that will be the name for me always. Wason. So Joker One, great movie, is an excellent movie. Many people have said that is a great movie, and of course is a wink or more than a wink to King of Comedy and Taxi Driver and two Scorsese movies and but it's like a different interpretation of the character and that's fine. The movie it says right here in the box, obra maestra, masterpiece. So and I agree with that. It's not the best movie ever made, but it's a pretty good movie. It's a great movie and great performances, well deserved awards for Joaquin Phoenix. So all good with that movie. But the movie is victim of its own success because it has People like it, critics like it. It made a ton of money, and it had a limited budget for a Warner Brothers DC movie. So the movie won in every sense of the word. So a sequel was unavoidable. So, and apparently nobody wanted to do a sequel, and I get it. Like, the story is finished, is ended. You said, okay, this is Joker, this is how it ends, and you have like this kinda alternative world when the Joker is like the inspiration for a lot of things, and it ends. Great movie, and everyone said so. But it was too damn successful to don't have a sequel. So a sequel, and here we are talking about the sequel. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like the movie. I didn't want a Joker sequel. I don't particularly like musicals, and I'm not particularly a fan of Todd Phillips, the director of the movie. But I think the movie is pretty good. Of course, it has room for improvement, and maybe a lot of room for improvement. But but I think the movie is good. It's a good movie, and I think it works. And also, I get why people don't like the movie, and I kind of regret not going to the theaters to see it. But most definitely, I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray when gets released. And okay, what's the movie about? The movie is Arthur, um, Joker, and he's like trying to get well. He's in the asylum, and and but he gets like an admiration from people from inside the asylum and outside, and he's like kinda getting better, and also like trying to getting better kinda, but like everything around him is like pressure him, like, you have to be the Joker, you have to be the Joker, you have to be the Joker. And he like reluctantly I don't know how to say that, sorry, reluctantly agrees to be the Joker, and he's full on in the courtroom scenes. He's like trying to be the Joker, and like he's trying to please people that, okay, you want the Joker, here it is, but he's is kind of not in him anymore, and he is like falling short of being the Joker. Is like the Joker is regressing, and in a way that means that Arthur is getting better from his mental health issues, but like everything around him is pressuring him to be the Joker, and at least in my understanding of the movie, like every musical scene, if they're singing, it's not real. That's how I get the movie, and some scenes is like pretty obvious that it's not real, and it's not supposed to be real, and you're not supposed to think it is real. It's obviously like a dream sequence. But other instance is more debatable, if it is real or not. And the way I think the movie is like, if they're singing it's not real, no matter is more dreamlike or more grounded. If they're singing, it's not real. That's how I see the movie. And in a way I think it is a kind of clever way to show um, this association with reality, like is in the singing world, um, but also in a way to show it differently to the first movie, because the first movie wasn't a musical. So maybe if they have done it the same way, it could have been like repetitive, and this movie tried to do something different. So okay, let's do that, but as a musical. And and I think it works. I think it works, and I like the movie. And that's it. And I'm not gonna say like over pretentious to say, if you don't like the movie because you don't get it. And no, I fully understand why people don't like this movie. I understand why people don't wanted to see the movie and haven't seen it, because uh, probably same as me, you don't want you never wanted a Joker sequel, and probably like a musical is not something appealing to mass audiences now. So probably that threw many people off. And and I get the people that do watch have watched the movie and says that this movie is not Joker. Is like at the very least is a movie about Arthur, and not Joker. And they didn't like that, and they didn't like that deconstruction of the character. And like the movie kind of tries to put him as a victim. And I agree with that view, but in my opinion that works. And but I understand why most people, or I mean the movie has super low box office, so I think it's safe to say most people didn't like that. So, and I get it. I get it why most people don't like that. But I do. I do. I think the movie is very well done, and and the courtroom scenes are a highlight of the movie. And I like the performance of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. And yeah, and I get the people criticizing the character because they are saying it's not really Harley Quinn, it's too different. And I agree. And but I think it in this context it works. It's like a different view. Is literally an Elseworlds story, like the what if of DC. So I don't mind the change. And I think Lady Gaga makes a great performance as Harley Quinn. But I'll say that kinda her character is like underdeveloped, so she cannot do too much with it. So she has like a couple of scenes, like we barely see it as Harley with the costume and all that, and that's it. I would rather have a bit more of Lady Gaga in the movie. I'll say that that's something that I would have preferred. and the ending. I'm gonna talk about the ending. Nobody's seen this movie, and apparently nobody's gonna watch it. So at the end, we have like another inmate stabbing Arthur and like taking the mantle of Joker. The movie are saying this like this is like the Joker now, and he's like cutting his face like Heath Ledger Joker, and I don't think the movie is saying like this is in the same universe. I'm reading that like most people identify those cuts as Joker, so let's put something like general audience will get, and I also know that people didn't like that. They say, okay, so is not he Arthur is not really the Joker, so why are we following him? So they're nullifying the character, they're nullifying the first movie, and I get the argument. I don't agree with that, but and I'll say the idea of a Joker, Arthur Joker, like inspiring, like the whole things happening in Gotham City is an idea that is very much present in the first movie, and now that idea is, I mean, the riots at the end of the first movie is what got the Waynes killed. So there you have it. Like Arthur, Joker is like he's the beginning of everything. So and now like we are like he's inspiring like the villain, the most important Batman villain, the Joker. So so I get it, I get it, but now I would prefer like this universe, this side of the Elseworld. Say, okay, we're done. I don't want another movie with this new Joker, and I get the idea, but I don't know. I think they're probably gonna use that Joker in another movie, and they're gonna say, this is the same universe where Arthur Fleck was, and they're gonna put Batman. I don't know if they're gonna use Robert Pattinson with this Joker, or they're gonna make another Batman. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't like to do ratings. Is like very subjective, and it's different to rate a movie and then rate a movie like the same, but you're not thinking they are like as as good or as bad. But I would say this movie is like if I have to do like three groups, like bad movies, like meh, and good movies, I will put it in the group of good movies. Maybe in the lower end, maybe not, but I will put it in the group of the good movies. So that's it. I recommend that go see it or don't, because if you don't want to see it, don't see it. Don't see it. You're not obligated. You don't owe anything to the companies, and do you don't own any loyalty to faceless corporation. So if you don't want to see it, don't. And that's the best way I can end this. Bye.